Hello and welcome! Silrace here with The Division. I want to talk a little bit about the contamination events in the Dark Zone and how I would personally, propose a change to them to make it a little bit more interesting and entertaining overall. So, the contamination events, if you don't know what they are, basically they happen in the subways in the Dark Zone. And there is a timer ticking down when they happen, and there is like a few monsters to kill in the subway system, and so on. And then the timer runs out and, well, the event is done. The timer is 10 minutes. I think this is a missed opportunity. Now, firstly, let me preface this by saying that I have not actually looked over how the Division has been coded, so I don't know how difficult what I'm going to propose is going to be to implement, but I don't think it should be that difficult if the game has been actually, you know, coded properly and whatnot. Anyway, besides the point, just something I wanted to preface there. Now, how would I propose changes to the contamination event? Well, firstly, remove the timer entirely. Right? Just leave the contamination event warning on the top of the screen so we will know that there is one going on. But just remove the timer. There does not need to be a timer for this thing. Right? Simply don't spawn new NPCs once the contamination event NPCs are already there. They are there until they have been taken care of. Another thing you could do to aid with this is to make the contamination event NPCs a little different looking, obviously. Add some green and stuff into their character models or whatever. Make them like visually clearly different from the rest, so people know exactly what they are hunting if they are going after the contamination event. Now that would be, in my mind, already a big change. Like just removing the timer so that people can react to the contamination event from even outside the Dark Zone, you know? Because you don't necessarily know there is one going on if you're in the light zone. So there is that. Now, another thing I would love to be added to this is to spread the contamination event, actually. If you consider my previous change, like you take away the timer and you make the NPCs very distinct, so they are easy to recognize. However, make it so that if these guys are not cleared out, the contamination event spreads to another subway system. If it's still not cleared out after a certain time, it spreads to another subway system. Eventually to the point where every subway system in the Dark Zone is filled with a contamination event. And then have those NPCs hang around until they are actually cleared. Makes sense, right? I mean, there is no reason why this thing couldn't spread to other subway systems and so on. At least to my mind, there is like absolutely no reason why it shouldn't. And they should also attract people to, you know, take care of the damn thing, because there is no going into subway systems if there are tougher creatures there and so forth just for the funsies. You need to actually take care of the contamination event itself to stop it from spreading all over the place, right? That makes sense, at least to me. So basically, to recap, remove the timer and make it so the contamination event spreads if the NPCs are not taken care of. And, well, of course, once it has spread enough, don't spawn new NPCs of the kind. Just make sure that the NPCs are, you know, clearly defined. Okay, these are the contamination NPCs, you kill these, and the event doesn't spread to further subway systems. If they are not cleared in a certain amount of time, then spread it to other subway systems. Anybody who listened through all of that, let me know what you think of this idea. Let me know. Thank you very much for watching.